Hello, welcome to the thing where I talk about toys. Usually it starts off with the hands and you see my fucking dick skinners doing things and then it's a toy and you learn all about the toy. But instead, I'm just going to do this live. My buddy Chad is TCB right now and I was like, you know what? I'm going to steal his time slot. So that's what I'm doing. This is how this works. He'll be back next week. I'm sure, if God willing, if everything works out for him. After this at 7:30, so in 59 minutes, not Top Goon's going live. I advise you go check him out. He's got a guest Ham on there, and they're going to be talking about toys. The same as this, but different because there's two people, and it's not me, and it's fucking, you get the idea. So the first one I'm going to talk about is so most of these are already opened because it's whatever. I didn't feel like doing reviews on them or talking about episodes on them. So the first one I'm going to do is of Xanatos from Gargoyles. So this is the only gargoyle I own. He is still in his packaging. And, yeah, here he is. So, he's a big boy. That's a lot of plastic. Don't mind my dog. He's just choking on water. As you do. Lots of strap ties. Luckily, I have an X-Acto knife. It's not exactly a lightsaber here. It's a little dull, and we're doing the best that we can. In theory. I was a big fan of gargoyles when I was a little kid. Maybe not little, but younger. A younger child. Right now I'm just a man child. And, I liked the concept so much that, it was cool. And then when NECA did these, I was like, man, I'm all on board. And then I saw the price range, and I went, yeah, okay, maybe I'm not all on board. Which was a shame. And then you found out that the Goliath they released, he only came with one set of wings. You had to buy the Bronx, and you had to go through all that stuff just to complete a figure. It's smart marketing on NECA's end, but I'm not going to do all that. Crinkly. Here's the figure so far. Got a cool jetpack on the back. Got the peg holes for his wings that are gigantic, by the way. So I'm going to try to get some of these effects out. And sorry about the crinkly noises of doom. But, like I said, on a time restraint. I hope folks that are here, I know Roll Keeper is. Danny, it's good to see you, bud. You could have been doing anything else at this point in time. You chose to be here. So thank you. I appreciate that. And I apologize about the noise. Yeah. All right. So lots of things to clip into this guy, which is really cool, actually. So comes with a couple of arm blasters, and if you remember in the cartoon, those would lift up from paneling and pew 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 pew. So there you go. Comes with two of those to go on each arm. Solid, not flimsy at all, which is nice. Comes with some holding stuff hands. He doesn't have anything to hold, at least this figure doesn't. But they are like that. They're pretty cool detail. They got the claws on them and everything else. I'm sorry, one is a fist hand, the other is a holding hand, so. Did I mess that up somehow? Nope, okay. They're both on the right and left, so that, I guess the first time I've ever seen that. Son of a bitch, are you kidding me? And then we've got the other set of hands that you just saw, but for the right-hand side, so there you go. Jesus. Then we got the wings. They're very exosuity, very mechanical looking, which are cool. That's one thing I always enjoyed about the animation. Is basically Gargoyle Iron Man, but ew. Or Star Trek, but cartoons. Hi, Zach. Con husband, how are you? So we're opening up this fella. He's a pretty cool fella so far. I'm digging him. Comes with some outstretched clawy hands that are, dangerous. They are really pointy for being plastic. It's kind of nice. Tell you the truth. Let's see here. What else do we got? I got hands over here. So, it's got the two fist hands. Details on this are really good. NECA figures are. I don't want to say they're worth the price, but they're good. Had a couple of problems with them and stuff like that in the past. Oh, we were, weren't we? And so he's got hands where you can like stick things in, like a staff, like a bow staff, because I guess girls like dudes with bow staff skills. I don't know, but he doesn't come with a bow staff. So there's that. I'm not going to go through the articulation. It's an action figure. It does things. There you go. So I do want to lift up one of these panels. And so far it's proving not to be easy. Oh, wow, shit. So that is a very large piece of plastic that comes off of him for that. And then you're going to want to grab his Shusty gun. I'm fairly certain there's a right and wrong side for this, but yep, that's the wrong one. All right, let's try to do this the right way. So, boom, bam, there we go. So he's Xanatos and he's ready to shoot you with his Shusty handgun. So, tail plugs in at the bottom. There's a bottom plug right there at his butt. So you plug this into his butt. And there you go. And that tail is very versatile, very, very movable. So that's cool as hell. I was worried that it was not going to be that. As the head come on, there's not a lot of head movement, but it does come off fairly well. And then I guess the idea is that you would take this round cylindrical piece and you'd throw that in the middle there. So it looks like he's got a collar. I just have to figure out which way it goes. And then you take your Xanatos head. Pay a man enough and you'll walk barefoot into hell. Did a crazy villain say that? Nah, Disney villain did. What? I think that's what happens anyway. I hope that's what happens. Maybe I got this going. Yeah, but I got it going the wrong way. Okay. So, there we go. We got Xanatos. Definitely looks like the suit is something he would walk into. Like it all opens up and he'd walk into it. So that's pretty cool. But we're going to put the Robo head back on. Again, it's matching for size. It is, actually. It's a really good looking figure. It's matching for size as far as like the head, like how it would fit in here. And it looks like a helmet, which is really cool, actually. So, like, there's no weird space issues in my head, because that matters, apparently. So let's get these wings plugged in. They don't fold out. So this is what I'm talking about. So I'm trying to move this out, but there's a... It feels like this is going to break. Okay, so that broke. Cool. Gonna get some super glue on that. It's not supposed to break. It is supposed to move. But son of a bitch. Damn. So there we go like that, and we'll get the other part thrown in. Oh man, it's not even the big part that goes in. Like, all right, imagine this, but with bigger wings. Jesus, what a! It's my own damn fault, but still, just okay. I think I might have to. I saved all the packaging for it. That'll be a fun trip to Target. Hey, what's up, Tony? It's good to see you, pal. Glad you made it. This is what we got. So he's flying through these scares. This guy here, and he's capping fools with his laser gun. So this figure sucks because the wing fucking broke. So don't buy this. There you go. Have you been properly influenced? What a load of shit. Alright. Let's get on to some quality figures here with this Marvel Legend. Womp womp. So, say what you want. I really enjoyed this TV series, and I really enjoyed the comics. So, we're going to open up this She-Hulk here. And thanks to the time that I've watched with Yojo Jerk, I know to cut from the bottom. The thrust effects are cool. Like, when I get one that doesn't have a broken wing, I'll, yeah. That thing snaps so... I should have stopped forcing it, but I wanted the wings outstretched like you get in the cartoon, because when they fly, their wings get all crazy. Oh, I'm pretty pissed off, tell you the truth. So, that was $50 that, I didn't have. It was bought a while ago, but it was still $50 that I didn't want to spend, but I did anyway. Like a glove. Pull out game strong. That was really loud. I'm sorry. Hope everyone is having a nice evening. Like I said before, you could be anywhere in the world right now doing whatever you want, and you chose to watch my fat ass open up toys and talk about them, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Make sure you switch over to Not Top Goon after this. He's got ham on there and a little under an hour. And they're going to be talking about toys too, I'm sure. So, that's the Not Top Goon channel. He's a little wacky, but that's okay. I mean, we're taking risks getting those vintage, those comic book style turtles. I mean, and I already had my Watcher turtle's katana broke at the hilt. So there she is. She's green and she's mean and she's in charge. And yeah, I think they did a pretty good job on her. She's got the kadunk. She's got the hoo-has. That leg is gummy as shit. Come on, man. Okay, there's that. The double jointed knee is sort of double jointed. There we go. No pins on her. So if that matters to you, there you go. So she looks pretty good. You do one of those, get a high kick. She comes with like a broken gun that I can put in her open hands, but I'm not going to because I don't care. Most of this is going into a plastic bag, and she's just going to go up on a shelf with my Avengers team. So, good times. I've been doing a lot of photos lately for the Tiny Games photo stuff. Some of you have received sneak peeks, and appreciate your feedback on all of that, by the way. So thank you for that. And didn't really... Got a couple more shots to do. I've got to fit a giant killer croc into frame with my camera, and it's just not working out for me. So, alright, so let's switch to some stuff that I got recently. Yay! In person, Zach, you can't even tell. Like, on camera, it shows up real bad, but in person, I didn't even notice until you said something. Yeah, that's true, Danny. I concur. I just remember that you can click on chat things. All right, so I was all out on classified. I was done except for Night Force, and thanks to a friend that sent me Big Ben, the last two figures came out. Last three figures came out. About one from Master Son, which is Shooter. Really? Well, my eyes are horrible, so there's that. There's Tunnel Rat, who's I bought him, and I ditched most of his gear because it didn't make any sense to me. Uh, Spoke to my dad about Tunnel Rats, what they did in Vietnam, and I was like, would they have a big fuck off machine gun like this? And he went, no. I went, all right. So, Tunnel Rat just has a 45 now, and a knife. All right, so Wolf Spider, Night Force, Beachhead version 3, according to Chad. I'll take his word for it. He knows G.I. Joe. I don't know shit. So Wolf Spider came with this shotgun. Right? Hey, Gerard, what's up, man? And this shotgun comes apart, even if you look at it funny. It is dog shit. I don't have to be Christopher Reeves, but I can bend this shotgun. So we've got that going for us. This is going to get replaced. Next weapon that he's got is this pistol that looks like a... I don't know, it looks like that. I don't... Rollkeeper, have we been that far removed from our line of service that guns look like that now? Because my Glock sure as shit doesn't. So the backpack came with some good details on the back of it. Got some rope, got some other stuff. Also, this figure actually came with rope. I had to use this for a shot that I'm doing because it tied some people up. So that was nice to have. But there's some good detailing on the back of this. It's got the rope right there, the two canteens, and a radio bag of some sort. Yeah, right. On the side, he's got a knife, which is... Yep. The backpack's solid because it's a giant piece of plastic. Another thing that's solid that is supposed to be kind of bendy is the radio thing. Why aren't there guns made out of this? Yeah, it's bendy, right? But it's also stationary. But it's supposed to be kind of bendy. It's an antenna. What the fuck? How's that work? Why is that a thing? This figure came with a mask to go with the rest of the Night Force stuff. It is somewhere on my table. I opened him up yesterday, got all his crap out, and was like, okay, that's all I know. But let's take a look at this helmet. He didn't come with the steel core helmet. Fuck you guys. He came with a airborne helmet. Hey, Ken, how's it going? Just the tip? Can do. So, and I like the coloring of Night Force. We're going to get into that in just a minute here. But bright yellow? Really? I'm on a stealth mission. Okay, buddy. That's great. Alright, so the helmet here has some really good detail on it. I like the paint app on top. I like the stuff on the back. You've got the headphones there, the ear protectors that are mounted in. This is just bullshit. The plastic's so soft, it takes a hard turn when you try to get it in there. Yeah, so did I, Ken. But like, whoop, that's the helmet. And it's disappointing. You know, I like the Night Force Joe stuff. If I could, I would get the raw Night Force Joe stuff because I really like it. I like the coloring on it, and it's just like okay, you know. I wish they would have. All right, but in case you don't like that, you can hold his helmet. I they don't, and it's sad because like normally their other stuff like their I don't know I want to say their other accessories are okay, and Night Force has always rocked right exactly as I got to learn more about GI Joe, the more I liked Night Force because I was like those colors are pretty cool. And I like that they're a covert mission team instead of a special mission team. What's the difference there? So Dobby is very upset as there are people outside right now. I will do my best not to yell at him to shut the fuck up. I did already, but I muted myself, so there's that. But, yeah. So all right, there's Wolf Spider. He's apparently a paratrooper. On the box, it shows him jumping from a helicopter. I, disappointment noises from Jeff, but that's okay. Yeah, yeah, that's sage advice from Zakanin. Dobby is just. I live in an apartment complex, and he's got a window, and he's got his couch. Sits on the couch, looks out the window. There you go, and that's just his life. So it's all right. So let's get to Night Force Shockwave, which is disappointing. So the figure looks great. The figure's awesome. That camo is pretty cool. I'm not in any armed service, so I don't know if that's right or not. I don't really care. Problem I do have is why would the top half be solid gray? Why would the color on the bottom be digital camo? Wouldn't it? Shouldn't it go all the way up? Like it even touches his hat, but like skips the shirt. Um, so the gun is it just fell apart on me. The gun's the same gun that came with Big Ben. I initially did not notice that it was the same gun because of the recolor on it. Now this is a pretty cool recolor. It's great. It's fantastic. I mean, just yep, and that just falls off by. The magazine stays in pretty well, so that ports in fairly well. There's no resistance there, which is kind of a problem. Uh, so yeah, we got that going for us. The hat comes off easily enough of Shockwave. Get some like weird paint around the eyes. It's weird. Basically, this is a Firefly body from what I know. It's the same, almost the exact same body, different coloring on it. He's got his knife up top. This is the small knife that does not have the line breaker. Not the line breaker. I can't think of what it's called right now. I'm tired, fellas. But his vest has some good detail all around. It looks like a vest. He does come with bullets for a gun that he doesn't have. Boop. Like, okay. His pistol looks more like a pistol rather than the ray gun that we got from the last one. And yeah, it just Slides on in. On the other side, we've got the knife with the crooked head on it, and that is, I can't remember what they're called. I had one, I used one. Doesn't matter. But that fits in the boot sheath just fine. Hey, HGC. How's it going, man? Right? Exactly, Zach. But it's a pretty cool figure all around. I mean, I really like it, but the draw for me was the vehicle that it came with. So I'm gonna get into the other stuff, and then I'll get into his vehicle. I'm teasing you. It's like, I don't know. You're at a strip club, and I don't. Never mind. So the backpack is Firefly's backpack, from what I understand, right? And the drone comes out, boop, and then you've got a drone. And the backpack is actually used to store something in the backpack. That is what the controller looks like. So it's a red bar that you somehow managed to control a drone with. Yeah, I don't have Cobra Island Firefly, guys. I'm only in this for the Night Force. So, yeah, it's a pretty good looking backpack. There is a problem with getting it onto his back. Most of these things are loose, except for when I need to demonstrate. There's a hole on the side for nothing. The gun doesn't peg in over there. The knives don't peg in over there. And his last weapon, this is from what I understand. I'm sorry, he's got two more weapons. From what I understand, this is from the classic Shockwave, where he came with a Mac 10 or two of them, and the big knife with the horde breaker there and stuff like that. The magazine isn't coming out. It is lodged in there. It is part of the gun. Even though on Helix's guns, hers came out. So I don't understand. But there he is, fully kitted out. That's one of the things that I like about this type of action figure, whether it be Action Force or Classified, is that Mython the Python. Yeah. Thanks, HGC. I appreciate it. But they come with places where you can store everything, right? Right. So this is almost true. Dobby's very upset. I don't know if you can hear him or not. I hope not. But hi, Mython. But yeah. Everybody shows off how gummy these weapons are. This shouldn't be a surprise anymore. But part of my problem is that yeah, I'm gonna hook him up with a Action Force loadout here pretty soon. Is like, this doesn't make any practical sense to me. This makes no practical sense. Because the gun in his left hand cannot be fired with one hand, as far as I know of, unless you're Rambo. The gun in his right can be, sure, but you still have to control it. So I don't know what's supposed to happen here. I don't like the idea of him just tossing his Uzi. And then, just... Dobby's very upset. Yeah, you're right, Zach. This is on sale, I think, for $34 on my end. So I used my I had a $15 gift card from Christmas left over, so I used that and money that I had. I'm glad one of us does. All right, so we've got the steel core helmet here. Really cool design. Say what you want about it. I like the design of this helmet a whole lot. I think it's cool. The colors are great. Dobby, Uncle Mython says he loves you. So there you go. It's not a bad helmet. I mean, it still has the camera left over from the modifications that they made to the Ram cycle and breaker figure. Like that breaker figure has the camera on the side that just cut out. It's like every steel core helmet is like that. Um, Boop. And he does look pretty cool. He does look great, except yeah, this time it's Raph. But I like this. I like the look of this. The big machine gun, the saw. It was that a saw. It's a saw. It's not needed. Like I would have been happy with like just the little loadout they gave him of that the Uzi, the pistol, the two knives, the backpack with the drone. It makes sense because of the mobile nature of this figure and the you know assault rifle. Like what do I do with perfect? You know what do I do with that? What do I do with it? So overall, I like the figure. I mean, no action figure is ever going to be perfect. None. Ever. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, say HGC. I'm going to highlight what you said because that is exactly how I feel about it. That there's no way that that's a one-handed. Yeah. So thank you, HGC. Appreciate your info. Thank you very much. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of it. It's the Ram cycle, but it's called something else. I think it's the Night. Hey, I found the mask. So this mask goes with Wolf Spider. The mask and the helmet can't fit on him at the same time, I found out, which was a bummer. So I'm going to use this mask for something else for another character. What's an amazing action figure, Mython? Poop. I'm eagerly awaiting what Mython says is an awesome action figure. And then I'll get back into the motorcycle, which was the selling point for me. Oh, I can tell you what my favorite action figure is. I'll show you what my favorite figure is after I get done talking about it. So this motorcycle is awesome. The coloring on it is great. It's just fantastic. Got the eagle there. I'm not too sure, but I like the fact that it says Night Force on the side of the goddamn motorcycle. Might get rid of that and just go from there. On the other side of it, you've got the big fuck off machine gun. How do we know they're covert? It says so on the goddamn weapon case. Womp womp. It's like the old, not old, but that Agents of Shield show, like where they drank out of water bottles that had like the shield thing on it. They had lunches with the shield thing on it, and like they're a secret organization, and everything has been branded. So, womp womp. All right, so this will take a few minutes, so I'll be right back. Legend, do the same for Jeff as well. I will be right back. I apologize. Don't forget, in 26 minutes, you've got Not Top Goon. I will be right back. I have to go get this figure out of a tub because that's my life right now. I'm no longer covert. That's awesome, Ken. I hope you get them. Yes, nothing says stealth like. Brrr. So this to me is the best action figure of all time. This is the Gotham by Gaslight Batman. It is one of my prized possessions. That's why I keep him in a bin. Also, room. I have a small. All right, Zach. But this figure right here. That is right. I do. I am excellent at making barbecue reservations. This figure came with multiple head sculpts. It came with a mask. All the accessories are in a bag and a tote. I didn't grab those. But he does come with these three knives right there that do come out and everything else. But if I got them out, I'd lose them immediately. But this is my favorite action figure of all time. It's a Mezco body. It's probably not the best action figure of all time, but it's my favorite action figure. So that's where it counts right there. And this figure is pretty dope. A lot of the Mezco stuff is good, but it's pricey. I mean, it's like Mayfix. But it's the only way to get a decent. McFarlane has their good points and their bad points, but to me, that's the only way to get a decent DC figure. Is if you go back to the old DC Icon stuff, or you go through Mezco or Malfex. Malfex, Mayfix, whatever. Excuse me. But yeah, those are. That's the great thing about the cloak is that it's treated like an overcoat. So, like, as you can see there, it's got straps on the inside as opposed to just around the neck. So, yeah, they are. And I like this because this figure can just. He's got a sister figure that I haven't opened yet, and I feel bad about not opening him yet. And, yeah, I'll be right back. So I haven't opened this yet, and I probably should at one point. I think I cracked the tape on it and like pulled him out of the box. But oh, if you want to go and carry the Gatling gun on the bike, it comes with a ammo can. So, I guess we're doing an opening. Jesus. I'm not going to get them all out because there's a lot of pieces here. There's a lot. I got the... Now, I do have an OnlyFans account. If you like feet, let me know in the messages. Send me a DM. No judgment. Yeah, that's actually really good, Gerard. I've seen that. It's really good, actually. Yeah, I too enjoy the Batman. Oh shit, those are buttons. Okay, so this is the Gotham by Gaslight Joker. He looks nugget and I love it. I love how his hands are bloodstained. They're on the bottoms there, and in the Mezco world, this is supposed to be Jack the Ripper, only he's in Gotham City. In the comic book, well, I'm not gonna say anything. How do those come out? Are those just honest to God buttons that I have to unbutton? Yes, they are. Okay, well, that's not going to happen right now. He does have, I think he's got a suit shirt on underneath, but this is a great figure. That is a velvet material for the jacket. It's not fake leather. It's not. It feels like velvet. It feels velour, if you will. But I can't wait to do some shots with these two figures at one point. I've got a Constantine as well that I haven't messed around too much with, mostly because of space and my head hasn't been in the right spot for art. Yeah, Ken, I saw that, and you know what? Yep, that sums it up. I'm glad he was able to be in that and to do that. So, there he is. Okay. All right. But once I get this thing figured out and how to open up these buttons, because they're honest to god buttons, I'll I'll talk about this figure because it's too cool not to. This is such a great figure. Just from the stance of it now, so this isn't wired. There's no wires in the cape or whatever in the jacket, but like, man, just I want to take all the shots with these two. I want to do all the things. I Man, this is just awesome. These are just awesome figures all around. Like, look at that head sculpt on the Joker. Like, just damn, like, isn't it like? One Christmas, my ex got me a knockoff Mezco Joker figure, and I still use him to this day. He's a great figure. He's definitely a knockoff though, so I got to be gentle with him. But this is, whew, I like I like steampunk, and I like that sort of storytelling of like Elseworlds and like stuff like that. And like this hit all the marks for me when I first saw the comic by Mike Magnolia, the same guy that does Hellboy or did Hellboy, and just the writing in that story and like the curveball. And there's a cartoon version on Max, and yeah, but yeah, this is just, man, toys are cool. Just take us somewhere else just for a little while, and just, yeah, it's nice to get away a little bit, you know. We all have troubles, we all have problems in our lives, and yeah, just, yeah, man. So, Goonies on in 16 minutes. I'm going to bounce out so I can finish making my dinner. I appreciate you guys for coming. I'm sorry it wasn't an hour long. I am going to leave you with a little something so you guys have a nice night. Thank you so much, everybody who decided to show up. And, yeah, have an awesome